I became Mexican at the age of 8 years old. It's true. It's true. I was Mexican on paper, but the gene was latent. Like, it hadn't activated yet. It activated in 1996 when the Nintendo 64 released in North America. That's when the gene came alive. I remember we were like super broke Mexicans, like living in a garage with another family, food stamps, like super, super broke. And I remember I gave my mom this pitch. I had a collage of Nintendo 64 that had like cutouts from Gamer Nintendo magazine, and I had a full presentation. And like, man, I was really a little white kid because I was like, you never have to take us to the arcade again. It has a joystick on the thing. Like, my mom never took us to the arcade. Like, absolute bullshit. And I was like, and she was like, how much? You gotta ask me, how much is it? My mom was taller than me. I was looking up at her and I was like, check this out. I just kept skipping the question. And she was like, no, how much is it? How much is it? And I was like, the cartridges save the game, so you don't have to buy as memory cards. And she was like, how much is it? And then I went really white. I was like, it's $149.99. And I had never experienced what happened before. My mom cackled in my face like a witch. And I was little, and I remember literally, I do not forget, I remember spit kind of hit me in the face a little bit. And it made me so fucking angry. I was like, you know what? I'm getting a Nintendo 64. I want one for Christmas. I went to my grandfather's shed, and my grandfather had passed away, but all his tools were still there. And he had one of those manual lawnmowers. You guys remember manual lawnmowers?
Yep. Yeah.
Powered by your will to mow lawns? I grabbed that rusty piece of shit and I mowed every single lawn in my neighborhood for $5 a pop. I pulled the weeds. I had a little red wagon flare car. I filled it up with lemons, and I would go door to door and I would knock on your door and I would sell you lemons. I was 8 years old and I was hard up for cash, and without even knowing what stereotypes are, my gut instinct was to landscape and sell fruit. I just immediately became Mexican. The gene activated. It was like when Spider-Man, Peter Parker gets bit by the radioactive spider. I was just like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I think I want 8 kids. What's happening? Just mustache sprouted out. Oh, man. It's so funny. There's this stereotype that, I want to be able to see you guys. Okay. There's a stereotype that Mexicans are lazy. It's the dumbest stereotype on the planet. Mexicans are some of the most hardest working people on the planet, especially if you like food, right? And it doesn't matter what kind of food. Armenian, Kenyan, Japanese, if they found the lost city of Atlantis right now and opened up an Atlantean restaurant in downtown, you'd walk in, your server would be a mermaid. There'd be like a half octopus humanoid in the front making rolls. Go into the kitchen, there's 4 Mexicans, a Guatemalan, and a white dude with a criminal record. Guaranteed, with a spiderweb tattoo on his elbow. And if you need a Lucy, he's got one, baby. Yeah, I'm a hardworking Mexican, but I have a lazy eye. I do. I have a lazy eye. My left eye. It happened when I was 10 years old. I had 2 straight God-fearing eyes. And then one day at 10, I woke up and my left eye had gone out for a pack of cigarettes. Never came back. It's weird. It was kind of tough with the ladies when I was a little kid. If you're different, people see you different in school, I remember I told my crush that I liked her and I was in elementary school. And it took me weeks to build up the, I was like, today's the day. I got my Pokemon cards. Alright, let's go, fucking Aerodactyl, let's go. Fossil Pokemon, holographic. And I went up to Valerie, and super awkwardly, I just went, I like you. And she... It's fucked up. I'm reliving it. I wish she would have laughed. It was way worse than that. She just paused for a second, and then she was like, your eye is weird. And I remember I did a military 180 power walked out of there. It was my first taste of rejection. And it was funny too because we were starting to learn about sex ed, and we found out what a virgin was. And I was like, those are my people. Like I just accepted it. I was like, I got into like D&D. I was big into video games. I was an avid reader. I was just a nerd. I became the vice president of the chess club in high school, and I was just spazzy and spazzy and spazzy. And then when I was 18 years old, I grew about like 8 inches. I grew into my eyebrows, and I immediately lost my virginity to a 30-year-old woman. And, well, here's the thing: a 30-year-old woman does not care if you have a lazy eye. That's schoolgirl shit. You know? A 30-year-old woman with a car payment, on the contrary, she's just like, can I sit on your lazy eye? I've kind of got like a crooked pussy. Let's just see what happens.